Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. What's up, y'all? Hope you guys are all having a fantastic evening. I have been quite busy, but I figured, you know what? If we're going to try and get back into the live streaming side of things once again, and get back into the groove and into the swing of things, I figure let's just stream. I figure let's get into it. You know what I mean? While we're doing this, actually, by the way, I need to... So just a quick little thing from behind the scenes. What you guys don't know is I have to do this. I have to set this live stream up across like a whole bunch of different like different places. I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but it's quite frustrating. Because I have to literally set up the same thing across different, across different platforms. So now I am live across the entire interweb universe. But it's kind of silly and frustrating that we have to separate all of these things. But here we are. Today, once again, just like any other day, what we're going to do is just chill out a little bit, maybe just do a little bit of live streaming, a little chatting, a little bit of catching up, maybe do like a little Q&A. And while we're doing that, I figure maybe we do like a little draft, you know? And and of course, you guys can ask me any questions that you'd like and we kind of get into it, you know what I mean? But in the meantime, I wanted to share with you something very, very special. Now, this is something that I've been working on for a very, very, very long time. And I am finally proud to say that we are almost in the alpha stages and we are just about ready to go. It's my own draft app. I created this app to sort of use as a draft. Now, unfortunately for the TikTok family that's going to be joining us, you won't be able to see it just yet because TikTok being extremely silly about unlocking the dual screen feature, which is absolutely redonkulous. Let's see. Am I ready to go here? Here we are. Okay, so for those of y'all that have been following me for a while, y'all know that we've been doing the Quasar show, which has been absolutely incredibly fun to see. And by the way, the new episode is probably dropping tomorrow. We're just about ready to go with that one. And for the short form versions, the short videos, we decided, you know what, let's take this content on the road and just draft and have fun with people that we meet on the road, you know? So here we are. Let's see who's joining us on the chat side of things though. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? We got Wave Pappy joining us. We got Karu Black, Stormy the King joining us. We got J.E. Autos. What's going on? He says, congrats, my man. Mafo. What's going on, my broski? Mafo. We got Swanginho, a Quasar, dare I say, great. He's en route to being a Quasar legend if he continues to show up and keep trying to attempt at a win. Oh, my goodness. Maybe I can show you guys a little bit of like a trailer. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you guys a little trailer here. Hold up. Shoot, is it here? Okay, maybe I can. I'm just gonna show you guys the beginning, just a little bit, yeah, just a little bit. Okay, hold up. This is just a little bit of the beginning. All right, just bear with me here, okay? And okay, for the TikTok family, you guys are going to have to join me on YouTube or Instagram or somewhere else because unfortunately they will not allow me to share my screen just yet. Yeah, I think you guys need to drop more likes. I think you guys need to drop more shares for the thing to work. But right now it's not letting me do the thing because they're saying that I'm a beginner. Okay, anyways, here we are. Let's do it. Boom. Can y'all see this, right? Let's do it. Let's watch this. Maybe I should put on my headset because I don't want the audio spilling. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. All right, headset is on. Here we go. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's do it. And boom. Maybe, I wonder if I can almost even make it bigger here. Hold up. Let me see if I can try doing that. Actually, let's just keep it as is. All right, let's do it. Let's watch it. United Reno FC joining us. What's going on? Let's watch the intro to the second episode of the Quasar. Let's do it.
My favorite footballer in the world is Park Ji-sung. Question for the revival round is very simple. Give me the number of appearances that Park Ji-sung made for Manchester United. Your 60 seconds begins now. Can you show that camera right down the middle your answer, please?
This is a bit embarrassing. 300.
Shout out Luca, by the way.
Why do you think that was embarrassing?
Because I think that's way over the amount.
How dare you?
Sorry. I hope it's right though, but.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's it. That's all you're getting. That is the start of episode 2 of the Quasar. Oh, shoot. Wrong. Sorry. That is this episode 2 of the Quasar coming out for you guys tomorrow. Actually, literally, as I'm watching it now, I'm realizing I probably need to make a little bit of changes here and there. But yeah. We got Jordan Murillo joining us. He says, John, do you play Roblox or Fortnite or Call of Duty? I used to play Call of Duty heavily. Like, I used to play a lot. It was a lot of fun, but I just don't have the time anymore. I just got 1,000 things going on. Although maybe once in a while I'll play Overwatch just to kind of, have some fun once in a while. I try to get into FIFA, but I just can't anymore. EAFC, I'll just be getting rocked by the sweats. You know what I mean? Y'all just be too nasty with it on EAFC now. I'll just be getting absolutely roasted. Guys, by the way, if you guys are joining us on TikTok, please come join us on YouTube, at least for today, on YouTube, Instagram, and all the other social media platforms, because you are not able to see the dual screen for this ridiculous reason that TikTok just has not yet allowed me to activate to the display capture. Although I'm thinking, actually, hold on, let me see. Can I do window capture? Let me see. Let me see if I can give it a shot here. Nah, I won't. Is this it? No, that's not it. Oh, there it is. I wonder if it. Let me see. Oh, it works. Nice. Oh, so I have to share the win. Oh, that's so silly. Okay, cool. Hold up, y'all. Let me just I want to make sure everybody across the interwebs has a fair shot at being able to watch the whole thing. So give me a second. I'm gonna see if I can switch to another window here. Okay. Clearly that isn't helping. Okay, and one second. Boom. Okay, so now what we need to do here is I probably need to, I wonder if this makes everything worse. Et voila, there we go. Boom. Nice, very cool. Okay, we could do this. All right, TikTok fam, hang tight, y'all. All right, hang tight. We're Uncle John fixing this for y'all. Hold up. Wait a minute. There we are. Okay. Now, what is this black bar here? Oh, that's part of my. Okay, so I just need to bring this up. No, what? No, I just need to bring this up then. Nice. Awesome. Okay, so TikTok does get it. Very cool. Edo Spaghetto says McCullough said he would beat you in FIFA. Yeah, he rocked me at FIFA. I played McCullough. He rinsed me like 8-2 or something. Prime in the chat. He says, "Yo, what up, John? We got Mustafa in the chat. Legal Footy. He says, my bro, Anyang, my broski. What's going on, y'all? Mustafa, we need you back on the Quasar, the second episode. Maybe I could. Let's do it again. I want to give the TikTok fam an opportunity to also be able to watch this. So give me a sec. Actually, no. We'll just hold that for the next time. I'm not trying to. I already have everything set up. I'm not trying to mess it up. Yeah. So this is the app. Let me share it here. Et voila. Okay. So I've created this app. You guys are going to be able to download this on iOS/Android devices very, very shortly. We have filed all the documentation required, everything to protect this app and protect our IP. But here we are. Boom. Yeah, this is my app. It's called the Quasar app. I named it obviously after the show, the Quasar, right? And this app is going to allow you guys to play games amongst friends. Now we're going to do a PvP version where you guys can win prizes and win rewards, live actual rewards for beating your friends on a footy game, whether it be a trivia or a draft or whatever it may be. Mio Jukic, thank you so much for the rose and the bouquet. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you. But yeah, let's get into this. So just to kind of give you guys an idea as to what it looks like, you first have a lot of settings. Now you can basically pick the nationalities, a strong foot between the left foot, right foot. You can pick between the positions, whatever you want to incorporate in this draft. You basically have the filter to be able to select on your own, right? And I don't know if you guys can see all this, but let me know if you guys can't see. But let's say right now it's obviously I said we're kind of in the alpha phases, so we're still working on releasing the PvP version. But right now we're all offline. Look at this. So let's say I want to play, and let's say I'm gonna pick somebody I'm gonna pick somebody in the chat. I'm gonna pick somebody in the YouTube chat. Okay. Let's see who's in the YouTube chat right now. We got Box by Ryzen FN. We got APK. We got Mace Windex. We got Katie Marie. We got Nightwing. Let's put Nightwing on here. Yeah. Let's pick Nightwing 184. Yeah. So now between me and Nightwing, we get to play. And I'm just gonna pick, I don't know, 2 different categories today. Yeah. Let's keep it simple, just because I kind of want to give you guys an idea as to what it looks like. Yeah. Let's go for the position and the league. Okay. Boom. Oh, I got to type it again. Boom. So now you're going to see this app and you go, what is this? What are we looking at? And this is the wheel, right? We're both going to obviously take turns. I need to fix this, but we're going to take turns and we can decide between drafting between active players or retired players or both. So we're going to go with both. Okay. So let's spin. It's Nightwing. You ready for this game? Nightwing, you ready for this game? All right. Mace Windex, you're next. Mace Windex, you're next. And if you can draft a better team than me, I'll send you a prize. And no cheating. Yeah. Watch this. Yeah. Let's take a look. Boom. And I'm going to add some audio. Nice. The first league is the MLS. And boom. An attacker from the MLS. And we could pick any attacker. Now, what we're going to eventually include, this is obviously very early phases, but we're going to include an opportunity, a place for you to type in a name, right? So let's say I type Thierry Henry. If I type Thierry Henry, then on my corner, which we'll figure out like UI, UX wise, my side will have Thierry Henry somewhere. You know what I mean? So boom, I went Thierry Henry. Nightwing is your turn. Ray, pick. It could be retired or in the past or currently active. Anybody that has played in the MLS before. An attacker. Go ahead. Boom. Ray went with Sonny as his first pick. Okay, so I have Henry, and he has Sonny. I see. This is why it kind of stinks, because I wish I can kind of figure out a way where I can, show the face, right? So I got Henry. Ray is Sonny. Let me write this down so we're not kind of like, you know what I mean? Oh shoot. Boom. 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 Okay, I'm gonna see if I can include this little thingy. Because you can't. Whatever. All right, I'll just type it for now. So I went with Thierry, Henry, and Ray went with Sonny. Okay. Now the cool thing about this is we can continue to spin, right? And obviously UI UX, we're gonna continue to make improvements, but we're gonna go for another spin here. I went now it's La Liga and a midfielder. So Ray, you're going to pick a midfielder that has played in La Liga. Very simple, right? Daniel Prusina says, "Yo, can I play one with you?" Absolutely. We're gonna maybe what we can do tonight is just I'll leave the Discord open and you guys can hop on and we'll just do like a little draft amongst all of us. Why not? That could be fun. That could actually kind of be fun, you know. But let's do this full test run and we'll do it with our good friend Ray here. Ray went with Iniesta. Okay, that's a poll. Because it's a 5-a-side, no keepers. I'm gonna go with. Yeah, let's play it similar. I'm gonna go Busquets. Yeah, you guys kind of get the draft. You guys kind of get the idea, right? Next pick, boom. Now we need an attacker that has played in the Bundesliga. Now it's snaked back to me, so I get the first pick. I'm gonna go for an attacker, and now attacking can be an attacking midfielder. We can go winger. We can go forward. We already have Henry. So I kind of want somebody sort of linking and kind of holding things down a little bit. I'm going to go for Mueller. Give me Thomas Mueller. Yeah? Ray, that's you now. It's your turn, Ray. Mace Winnick said it's crazy. I can't believe you memorized all those numbers. Ray went Leroy Sané. Okay, not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. Boom. Another Bundesliga poll. Another attacker. Okay, cool. We got Henry, Busquets, Müller, and for another. Oh, this is going to be just an attack-heavy squad. I kind of want another Cam, though. I kind of want Thierry up top. Busquets sort of holding it down from behind. If I pull Özil, then that means I'm going to be picking the Özil that played in. It's not Mönchengladbach. What was the other team? I can't remember. Or was it Mönchengladbach? I can't even remember. I'm gonna go. Let's go Ozil. I'll go Ozil. Boom. Boom. Okay. Ray's going Harry Kane. Okay. All right. So now what we kind of like to do. Now what we kind of like to do on the last pick. What we've been doing is we've just been picking every single option and we do what is called a fishbowl, right? And what this is essentially is you get literally every single option. Oh, I gotta type it. I gotta type it all, and then this is the last pick. Every single option. Come on. A left back. Okay, see, this is where we still need to work on the app a little bit, yeah. Because do you see how we kind of have to fix certain things here and there? APK says Ozil has played for Schalke and Werder Bremen. That's the one, Werder Bremen. I didn't know he played for Schalke though. That's interesting. Okay, one more time. Let's spin it one more time. Boom. A midfielder. A Portuguese midfielder is our last pick here. Okay. A Portuguese midfielder. I got first pick this one now. So last one. So Ray, you're gonna finish it all for us here. You're gonna pick the last pick. What are we saying, Ray? A Portuguese midfielder. Now midfield, that qualifies as a cam, a CM, a CDM, whatever you want. Yeah. Now I'll let you pick. What are we saying, Ray? Ray's thinking so hard right now. He's thinking. J-Rod's recommending a name here. I'm assuming Ray would probably go for him, but we'll see. We'll see what Ray says. He is picking Bruno. I mean, it only makes sense. I wanted Bruno, but obviously at this point, once a player is drafted, I can't redraft him. So we have Thierry, Busquets, Müller, Özil, and I need a Portuguese midfielder. So I do have Busquets holding it down for like a DM kind of thing. And I'm going to go with I don't think I need him in this kind of side. But I'll draft him anyway because I absolutely love the player. I'm going to go for Vitinha. Boom. Boom. Now that's the final draft here. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness. I wonder if I can I zoom in on this? Yeah. Boom. Okay. So my draft, I picked Thierry up top with Müller and Özil, and behind them is Vitinha and Busquets. That is some team. Ray's team is there. Maybe I can look. Maybe I can. I don't know how you're gonna. Maybe is this how you're gonna? Is this how you're gonna shape your team? Oh, sorry. Maybe it's like that. Is that how you're gonna play your team, Ray? Kane up top, and then Iniesta and Bruno. If I had to build mine, I got Henry up top. Yeah, I would get Henry up top, and I would go Müller and Özil, and then I would go Vitinha and then Busquets sitting really deep. That's how I would build it. Boom. That's how I would build it. But who would win this draft, y'all? Who would win this battle in a five-a-side game? Who's winning? My team or Ray's team? Who's winning? Let us know. Bruno and Fernandes are great combo in midfield. Sonny up top. Oh, okay. So it's like this. You got Kane Sane. Boom. Oh, I just realized you guys. Oh, my TikTok fam can't see this. This is so silly. Boom. Boom. Who's winning this? Which team would beat the other? Which team would be victorious? Let us know. But that's kind of what we're doing right now, you know. I'm not gonna lie to you, Ray. I think my team would win. With the greatest respect, I mean, Sonny, Harry Kane, and Leroy Sané. That's a pretty tight top. Like that's pretty tight when we're talking about a forward attacking setup. But in terms of Henry, Müller, and Özil, are you kidding me? I have way more balance here. And then with Vitinha and Busquets, I have. APK says I'm going Ray's team wins today. In prime, John's team wins. Well, we're kind of doing prime, right? But either way, it would be a very, very tough lineup. But yeah, but now you guys kind of saw. But now you guys kind of saw what the app is looking like. We're still obviously building it. Lots of work to be done, but that's what I've been working on for a long time. Shouts out to my team, and I want to be able to get this app to you guys so that you guys can play along. Do you know what I mean? But let us know. Let me know what you guys think. It's something that I've been working on for a very, very long time. We got Ding Dong joining us. He just wrote. What's funny, Ding Dong? What's funny? What you laughing about, Ding Dong? What you laughing about, Ding Dong? Daniel, I promise I'll play with you. Daniel, you want to go? Daniel, you ready? You ready to play one more game? You ready to go one more, Daniel? Okay, it looks like Daniel's not here, but we'll be all right. Let's keep going. Ding Dong says, I like you. Thank you, Ding Dong. Appreciate you. Daniel Lowe in the chat, what's going on, my man? He says, hi, baller. I don't think I've ever been called a baller, but thank you, thank you. Oh, Daniel, you are here. Okay, cool. Let's do it, Daniel. All right, let's do one more. Let's do one more, Daniel. I did promise that we were gonna play, so a promise is a promise, yeah? Hold on, Daniel. A promise is a promise. Let's play. Let us play, shall we? Let's kick it up a notch, though. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna try and switch to. This is so annoying, but we gotta do right. Boom. Yes. Yeah. Et voila. Okay. Boom. Daniel wants to go current only. Okay, Daniel. Okay, Daniel. You trying to get a little serious today, huh? Okay. APK says, I'll play and knock it out the park. I would love for you. I designed this app because I want you guys to play. And I want you guys to play with your friends. I want you to play, like, you guys can build a team together, a squad together. And basically, as you guys play, the idea is that eventually, ideally, fingers crossed, is that you guys can be able to play this game with your friends, with your family, whoever you want, right? You could play it online, but you could also set it up as an offline game. And then eventually, hopefully, we can set up some sort of a reward system where the winners are rewarded something, you know, like eventually I'm hoping that the app would be able to, you know, fund itself in a way where you guys can actually genuinely win something back or win prizes. You know what I mean? Let's see. Boom. Okay. Boom. All right. Let's go. Daniel, you ready, huh? All right, Daniel, here we go. Let's see if Daniel's got some good ball knowledge. Here we go. All right, Daniel, let's do it up. I got first pick. Primera Liga. Woo! A left back from the Primera Liga. Oh, you can't see the app. I'm such an idiot. Oh, no, I have to. Oh, okay. Thank goodness. We got to do it again. Oh, hold on. Let's run it back again. All right. Oh, thank goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold up. How do I? There we are. Okay. Boom. Okay. John. And let's put Daniel's handle here. Daniel Prusina. All right. You know what? I'm going to put my handle here too. I'll put my reputation on the line. All right, Chad, you might have to help me out, yeah? If we have to draft another Portuguese left back, yeah, I'm going to need some help, yeah? Boom. Is there anyone else that would want to play with us? Anyone else? We could add one more on here. I mean, we could obviously add a lot more, but I just kind of want to make sure that the flow only allows for one more. We got a TikTok fam. His name is 3 dashes. Okay, let's get him in here. Boom, boom, boom. That's him. All right, he's repping TikTok. He's repping the TikTok Immaculate Collective, and Daniel's representing the IG Immaculate Collective. Boom, boom, boom. All right, here we go. The 3 of us. Let's do it up. Yeah, it's my turn first. My turn first. Boom. An MLS, and let's do it. We're not just doing active. Let's do everything. All time. A CDM. All time. All time, all time, all time. A CDM. All time. Let me set up this Excel so that we can all... Daniel, Prusina... John and dash. Okay, so excuse me. Oh, Mishan. Okay, well, Mishan. Sorry, I already put it as dash because I see dash on there. All right, I'm gonna let so for me, I'm gonna let my Immaculate Collective pick my team for me. So my team is y'all. Y'all draft for me, okay? Y'all draft for me. I need my Immaculate Collective to get in the chat right now and then pick me a DM that has played in the MLS. Okay? Let me know. Anybody. Faye Chosen King gets me underway immediately, obviously. Boom. Busquets again. We're going with Busquets. Obviously, having played in Inter Miami. That's my pick. You're next. Daniel Persina, go ahead. Daniel, it's your pick. I know there's a bit of a delay here, Daniel, so you're going to want to... Oh, did my audio just cut off? Oh, no, I think it's good. Daniel went for Valderrama. Seriously? How old are you, Daniel? He's not a DM though, is he? I thought he was more of an attacking mid. What are we saying, chat? Are we giving him Valderrama? Are we giving Daniel Valderrama? Are we giving him? Is that a valid pick? A DM? I know for sure Valderrama played in the MLS, but I remember him more as an attacking mid. What are we saying, y'all? Are we allowing him that? APK says Michael Bradley is a good shout. That is a very good shout. All right, you know what? For now, let's just give it to him. Valderrama. Carlos Cunha says allow it, fam. Okay, cool. Sanghera says maybe. All right, we'll give it to him. We'll give it to him. All right, Mishan, are you still here? Mishan, it's your turn, man. Hope you thought about it. Who you got, Mishan? You can't pick Busquets. I already picked Busquets. I already picked Busquets, Mishan. he spelled Busquets as biscuits. Case later in the chat says Carlos, he was an attacking mid. I thought so too, but we'll just give it to him. Let's just give it to him. We're just doing a test run of the app, so let's just give it to him. Kubas? Who's Kubas? I've never heard of Kubas. Is that Adrian Kubas who plays in Vancouver Whitecaps? Okay. All right, we'll give you that. Kubas. All right. Okay, we'll give you to him. We'll give you Kubas. All right. Boom. All right, here we go. Andres Kubas. Okay, cool. All right. Let's run it up again. This time, Daniel, you get first pick. Yeah, Daniel, you better be ready. CM. A center mid from Serie A. Any center mids that have played in Serie A. APK, that is a poll. Yes, that is a poll. But I don't want to give it to Daniel just yet because y'all my YouTube fam, and Daniel cannot see that. So, Daniel, what we saying? And Mishan, while we're waiting for Daniel to pick, this is your chance as well. Think about who you want. No way. Daniel went for no, you can't. No, it's too late. You can't. No, you can't change it. It's too late. You already picked Platini. Yo, Daniel go for the old man picks. Okay. Mishan with a poll. He went for McTominay. That's a good pick. Okay, I'll give you that. I have to go with Andrea Pirlo. Come on now. APK, shouts out to you. That's a good pick. J-Rod, that's a good pick. I got Pirlo in my squad. Boom, switch it up. So technically we're not playing with goalkeeper. But let's spin one more time because we're technically not playing with a keeper. Akbar Bao, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you. A center back. Daniel says, John, you did me dirty. Nah, I didn't do you dirty. You wrote Platini. Ooh, a center back that has played in League 1. And it's my pick first this time because we have to respin. I'm going to go with the one and only Thiago Silva. Now that's a pull. Boom. Thiago Silva, PSG, on a madness. Okay, Daniel, it's you're up. A center back that has played in League 1. And Mishan, you're up next, so get your pick ready. See, I think this would be really fun if we we were able to interact live and we can kind of talk to each other. I think that'd be really fun. Mishan, it's the turn, like that turn box, you don't have to worry. I'm keeping a track. Daniel, what a pull. He's going for Lenny, yo. That's a shout, Daniel. I like that. I respect that pick. Mishan, you're up. Mishan, you're up, broski. Marquinhos. Ooh! Hey, Mishan, respect that. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Okay. All right. We're up next. Boom. Oh, APK. Ramos would have been a good pull, too. So now, Daniel Prusina, you're drafting first because I got the first pick last time. A CDM from that has played in the Eredivisie. Daniel, you're up. Daniel gets first pick, and then Mishan, you get the second pick, and I get the last pick this round. A DM from the Eredivisie. Hey, y'all gotta be sharp. You gotta be ready. You better be ready for a pull. Gimme, come on. I need y'all to pick. Come on now. I know we're still in the alpha phases of this app. We're still working on it, but there are so many ways we can continue to grow this app, and I cannot wait to continue to develop this. Oh, damn it, Daniel. Damn it, Daniel. Daniel, you picked who I wanted. Daniel went for Daniel went for Frankie de Jong here. Okay. Mishan, who you got? Quentin Timber, says Mishan. What a pull. Quentin Timber. Okay. Boom. And it's my pick. And I'm going to go for a DM that played in the Eredivisie. I mean, there's plenty of options to go for here. Are you guys going to be very upset at me if I go for an old man pick here? I'm going to go for... He was not really a... See, I was going to go for Seedorf, but I don't really think Seedorf was a DM. I would classify him more as like a robust, all-around midfielder. If not Seedorf, I'm going to go for somebody that I got to meet in person. He was oozing class. He had that aura about him. Give me Edgar Davids. Boom. Yo. Are you kidding me? My team is crazy. My team is crazy, man. All right, last pick, y'all. Let's get everything involved in here. Oh, we got to do it all again. Good vibes, John. Daniel Prusina and Sanghera. Sanghera mid right card. That's a nice pull too, man. Man, if you guys play this game, you guys would kill it. And then last, we're going to go for Mishan. All right, here we go. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Oh, I got to do it again. Damn it. Good vibes, John. I'm still working on the app, as you guys can tell. We still have a lot of work to do. Yeah. Daniel Prusina. And boom. Give me Mishan. Boom. All right, here we go. Fishbowl time. Boom. The Premier League. A Mexican from the Premier League. There's only one that I'm going to pick. There's only one Mexican that I'm going to pick. I recently saw him crying as he was watching a monkey in Japan get boxed up by his homeboys. And then he ran away. I think the monkey's name was Punch or something. Yeah. Chicharito was crying. Give me Javier Hernandez. Boom. Daniel, your pick. A Mexican that has played in the Premier League. And you can't pick, and you cannot pick Javier Hernandez because I already picked him. I already picked Chicharito. You got to pick somebody else. Mishan, you better have it ready. Mishan, you better have a pick ready here. Daniel, you got to give me another. Ooh, Edson Alvarez. That's a shout. Okay. You got a lot of. Okay, let's see how we can design this. Actually, we can. It's kind of unfair because Valderrama wasn't really a DM, but we can kind of set up now like this for you. Alvarez. Yeah. And then and Mishan really quickly going for Raul Jimenez. You don't really have actually, no. This is perfect for you. What a pull for Mishan. That's a crazy pull because now he has a striker. Oh my goodness. That's a crazy. All right, let's see if we can. All right, here we go. Y'all can see that, right? Let me know if you guys can see that. Boom. I'm gonna try and see if I can show that to TikTok. Hold up, TikTok. I'm gonna try and boom. 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 TikTok, you guys can see that, right? Oh, fit the screen. Boom. Yeah. All right, so the final draft is as follows. I picked Chicharito up top with Andrea Pirlo behind. And then we have the two DMs in Busquets and Edgar Davids, and Thiago Silva holding it down at the back. With Daniel Prusina, he's got Michel Platini, Carlos Valderrama. It actually maybe could even be more like this. Valderrama Platini with Frankie de Jong and Edson Alvarez. And then he's got Lenny Yao at the back. And last but not least, with Mishan, we've got Raul Jimenez up top. That was a real good pull at the very end there. And behind him is Scott McTominay with Andre Cubas and Quentin Timber. And then holding it down at the back is Marquinhos. I think, hey, Daniel, Mishan, I think all three of us, I think we did a very good job of building this team. But chat, let us know who won this. Who would win this? If every team played against each other, which team is coming out on top? I'm going to be completely honest with you. My team is rocking everybody. My team is smacking up all of them. I'm keeping it real. I got nothing against. Can't see the whole tab on TikTok. Oh, that's really. I'm sorry to wait. Really, as you guys can tell, I'm still working on all this, so it's all very you know, we're building it out here. We're building it out. Boom. Boom. Sanghera thinks John's winning. Yes, sir. Man United Teo says John's winning. Love that. Love that. APK says John's winning by a country mile. Boom. Love that. That's pretty much it, y'all. That's kind of what we're doing here in terms of like building this out. And what you guys can say and what you guys can expect is you know, a little bit more interactiveness and the ability to actually be able to play, you know, amongst friends. You know what I mean? I kind of wanted to just share this with you guys so that you guys can see what I've been working on. You know? But to Mishan and Daniel, thank y'all so much for playing along. I hope you guys have fun. That was fun for me, and hopefully next time we'll get you on here, like as you guys can get on here and we can all play together. Maybe we can do like a draft, and then the winner of that draft will be able to win a prize, and I'll be able to give something away. That sounds like fun. We got Rose from Concrete. What's up, Rose? He says, or he or she says, Hyung. What's up? I don't know if I'm Hyung, but thank you. What's going on? Sanghera says, what's the app called? Well, it's not up. It's not available for download just yet. We're currently working on it, but I guarantee you, we're gonna have that well before in time, just before the World Cup, so you guys can be able to download and have fun with your friends. Brian in the chat says, yo, Hyung, you should make a pro clubs team on FC26. We tried that. Honestly, I just like I love the idea of having our own pro clubs, but I just don't have the time. I literally I can't even I don't even have the time to play EAFC anymore, you know. But yeah, no, it's honestly like it's something that I've always kind of quote unquote dreamt of, as you know, as cheesy as that sounds. But it is something I've always wanted to do, is like have my own pro clubs team for sure. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was kind of what the app looks like. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Let me know, y'all. In the meantime, let's hear some of the more of your comments. Mishan says, let's play again. Did you enjoy that, Mishan? Victorez says, area question. Do you believe the season is too short? Huh? No, I don't think the season's short. Ben Duda says, I missed it. Well, you come back. We'll do another one just like this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Mace Windex says, play Football Manager. I really want to play all these games, but I just don't have the time. I just don't. I love playing games. Y'all know that, but guys, by the way, over 1.2K likes on TikTok. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys for hitting all that like. Yeah, it's just a random stream that I kind of wanted to just come on here and just do with you guys. So thank you for smashing all the likes and appreciate all the gifts. Sangera says, I want to try it someday. Sangera, I'll get that app ready for you as soon as possible so you guys can also play along. How's that? Yeah. Brian says, surely Oh Hyung-yu gets called up again. Absolutely he is. Absolutely he's going to get called up. Absolutely. I had the pleasure of meeting Oh Hyung-yu. Obviously, it was very briefly in the mix zone, but he carries himself as a very young, polite, bright footballer, and I got nothing but love for young players like that. You know what I mean? Let's see. APK says, how's it been back in the office? APK, let me be honest with you. I did not miss commuting again. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, we all, let's be real. All of us that are old enough to have had or have jobs in corporate lives. The 5 days in the office, I don't miss it. You know what I mean? But they're having us come back, so unfortunately, it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta be responsible. You gotta work. You gotta pay the bills. So I'm not complaining about it. But at the same time, from a content creator's perspective, it is absolutely overwhelming because it's really draining, like time wise. My commute is 1.5 hours one way. So if it's 3 hours, those 3 hours that I spend driving, getting ready, everything, coming back, taking a shower, all of that takes away so much valuable time in my life where every minute counts. It's quite the challenge and it's demanding, but we do what we got to do. You know what I mean? J Rod says, I feel you, John. Having a corporate job keeps you away from doing all the fun stuff. Yeah, it does. It does. But, like I said, I'm not complaining. It's a responsibility. You know what I mean? APK says, did you use? No, I did not. I'm relying on my brother he currently lives in Korea, and we are speaking with a UI UX guy, and we're going to try and build that out. We're actually working on it together. J-Rod says, thank you, man, for hopping on the live stream, helping me on my 2-hour commute home. Damn, J-Rod, I feel your pain, brother. I feel your pain. Oh, my days. 2-hour commute. Jeez Louise. Man United Teo says, how you feeling ahead of the game versus Palace? Ooh, I'm gonna be honest with you. We're smacking them. Oliver Glasner has been walling out at Palace, and Palace looks like they're slowly, quote unquote, imploding. I'll take it all day. Ronnie Jason says, I remember meeting you at Saturday's Football, bro. Good to see you doing well. And what LAFC game are you going to? Hopefully I see you there. Ronnie, that's dope, man. Thank you for checking in again. I'm going to the game between LAFC and St. Louis City. I'm going to be able to link up with Son Heung-min and Chung Sang-bin. Brian Yee says, do you like how Hong Min-woo sets up as a 5 back now? I'm personally not a fan of it at all. Well, as a Man United fan, we've had to endure the 5 at the back. I am not the biggest fan of 5 at the back either. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. At this moment in time, I can understand kind of why he sets up the team that way. Kim Min-jae looks like he's well suited to play this 5 at the back role. My only concern is that Kim Min-jae doesn't play as much, given the fact that he's kind of been sort of like pushed out to the sort of the reduced role at Bayern Munich, but still he's still very important. And I actually think with the rise in confidence of somebody like Oh Young-gyu and somebody like Sonny, maybe we can try with a 5 at the back or a 3-5-2 setup where we just kind of overload the midfield and play with Sonny and Oh Young-gyu up top, and Sonny kind of playing almost kind of like that Bruno Fernandes, that attacking 10 role, and letting Oh Young-gyu make those runs with the pace and the strength, Paul Mose says, are you from the same country as Sonny? Yes, I am. Victor says, it feels like I only see Manchester United only one day out of the week because we're out of the FA Cup. Yeah. Oh, is that what you meant by when the season is short? No, I understand. It does feel a little bit short because we've obviously played a lot less games. But hopefully next year is going to be very different, Times, guys, again, I'm not trying to sound like an old fart, but the older I get, the more and more I get scared of time because time feels like a blur. It flies. Do you know what I mean? Time flies. Daniel Prusina says, which of the 3 United jerseys do you like the most this season? I'm gonna say I probably like the black one, the old school retro one. Probably the cleanest. Official Satoru United says, how do you feel about Roberto Martinez's name being floated as next manager? I got respect for Roberto Martinez. I actually do think he is a good manager. I think he kind of got roasted a little bit simply because of his time at Everton. But for the OGs or for the older heads that remember Roberto Martinez when he first sort of started making a name for himself, about to make a name for myself. When he did that, he was actually popping off at Wigan, and he won with Wigan. You know. That being said, however, as much as I got respect for Roberto Martinez, he's not number one on my list. Sorry, no. Me, with all due honesty and transparency, the number one on my list is somebody like a Thomas Tuchel, you know, or Carlo Ancelotti. You know what I mean? And then I'm probably going Nagelsmann, and then Roberto De Zerbi maybe as the next batch. You know? And then maybe in a third tier category, I would probably put Roberto Martinez. Miles to go in the chat says, how nice is it that our transfers performed so well against Everton? Cunha to Mbumo, Cunha to Sheshko, plus the incredible match from Lamens. And no, it's been so nice to see. You can clearly tell that they have been nothing but a positive contribution to this side and this season. Official Satoru says he dropped the ball with the best Belgium team. Yeah, he kind of did. He kind of did. I expected that Belgian team to at least win a Euro. But yeah, but here's a question to you. Let's flip that around, Official Satoru. Roberto Martinez, you could say that dropped the ball with Belgium, that golden generation of Belgium, right? But conversely speaking, let's put Gareth Southgate's name on the conversation. You know what I mean? What do you think? Do you think Gareth Southgate is a better manager than Roberto Martinez because he took him to the finals? Not necessarily. I don't think so. Numero Uno Vision in the chat, what's going on? Numero Uno moderator. He says that hate watch City versus Wigan was glorious. Facts. Joe Chips Couch Potato in the chat says England are going to be out in the quarterfinals. No. No, I don't think so. No. I actually think England will go far this tournament. I think they're going to go far. I actually think England have everything to go far, but so does Portugal. I think Portugal has a good chance. I think as long as they figure out a way to sort out their back line, I think they're going to be like super, super crazy this tournament. Because if you look at Portugal's midfield options, they have Bruno Miguel Boris Fernandes. Yeah. They have Bernardo Silva. They have Vitinha. They have João Neves. Are you kidding me? That is a crazy midfield four right there. Like, and to be able to rotate them. Joe Chip says no chance they'll face Brazil or a decent team in the quarterfinals. With the greatest respect to Brazil, I don't think they'll be able to go too far. I don't think they have the quality and the depth this year. Sangara says, what about Norway? Norway are going to have a tough time, with the greatest respect. You know, obviously there's that over-reliance on the likes of, not over-reliance, but obviously there is Erling Haaland. But if you've seen the qualifiers, if you've seen, are Norway even in the World Cup? I can't even remember. But yeah, if they are, which I can't remember off the top of my head, I don't know if they'll be able to go that far. With the greatest respect. And APK says, got tickets for the World Cup. Now, it's absolutely crazy because I actually did somehow manage to win World Cup tickets, but it's not the group stage tickets. It is the South Korea game for the round of 32, if they make the round of 32. You know? Joe Chip says, I want Ancelotti as manager at Manchester United. I think a lot of people like the idea of Don Carlo at Man United, and I like that too. Faisal says Don Carlo will surprise people. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I want him to, you know, simply because I love the vibes with respect to him being at Brazil. Shoot, sorry, yo. Brian says, Hyung, do you think Yang Min-hyuk will get called up for the World Cup? There's a lot of names that I think we're kind of like a little bit, we're not sure about. You know what I mean? Like some people have been telling me about Baek Seung-ho. You know what I mean? We're not even sure if what's my man's name? I'm shooting blanks here. Cho Gyu-sung. You know what I mean? A lot of these names like are kind of questionable. And I kind of like that because some players are in contention and are a little bit questionable because they're obviously there's this competition, but also at the same time, a lot of these players that are in contention are also still quite young. I don't know if Yang Min-young will make it. I think he had a difficult time at Coventry. Isn't he coming back? I can't remember. I think something about his loan being canceled or something like that. I saw something along those lines. APK says Luis Enrique is number 1 on my list. Luis Enrique definitely is an A-tier list option for me, for sure. For sure. Joe Chip says, I want and need more emotional John World Cup South Korea videos. You're going to get those. Trust me. Whether you like it or not, you're getting those. Faisal says, your top 5 contenders for the World Cup. My heavy hitters, I'm going to go with Portugal. I think Portugal has a good shot. I also do think that England have a very good shot. I also do put France in that conversation. Interestingly enough, I think like one of the outside shouts of a team are gonna make it this year. Maybe I need a reminder here. Let's take a look. Let's see the list of the teams here. We can maybe look at it together, y'all. Boom. Boom. How do I change this again? Boom. Okay. So I have England, Portugal, France, phase out Spain. Yeah, maybe we could throw Spain in there. Let's take a look. When, by the way, does anybody know when this team is when we're gonna find out between which team is gonna be the 4th pick here? Between Denmark, what's MKD? Is that Macedonia? Czechia and Ireland. What's MKD? Is that Macedonia? Shout out Haiti for making the World Cup, by the way. What an incredible feat. As well as Curacao. This is gonna be a fun World Cup, man. Cape Verde. Boop, 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 boop. I love this. Like Jordan, with the greatest respect, like I love that these smaller teams that normally would not have a chance, now they're here. That's incredible. I love that stuff. You know what I mean? Why not give them a chance? Let's give it to I would like to give it to Netherlands, but let's give it to Spain. I think maybe Spain has a good shout. And then the last slot, I have to leave it for South Korea. That's my top 5 right there. My top 5 contenders to win the World Cup. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go back to the wide. Oh, I keep doing this. I keep clicking the wrong man. My top 5 contenders for the World Cup: Portugal, England, France, Spain, and South Korea. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Brian says they play for the qualifiers for the 4th spot in March, Young. Oh, thank you for that. Oh, wow, it's in March. Wow, we gotta wait that long. He says, Young, are you gonna be doing World Cup watch parties for Korea's matches or just watching off stream? Definitely gonna be out of the 3 group stages. One of them we're gonna do a live stream, probably at home or in the studio or at Saturday's Football somewhere. Another one, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a party. So we're gonna throw a huge party at some venue with like food and whatever and drinks and a great time. And then the 3rd game, we're gonna probably do it, I don't know, somewhere. I'm hoping and praying that South Korea make it out of the group stages, which I'm confident that they can. They have all the qualities and potential to do so. And then hopefully one of those games if they make it to the round of 32, I can make that game and then be able to go to that game and watch Korea in the World Cup in person. It's been a dream of mine. It's been something on my bucket list, and yeah, it'd be insane. Case later says, did he just say South Korea? No, he couldn't have said South Korea. I said it. I said South Korea. England, Portugal, France, Spain, South Korea. Faisal says, are there games in New York? Yeah, there's a lot of games in New York. They're playing at MetLife. I wish they played at Sports Illustrated Stadium too, because I actually like the atmosphere of Sports Illustrated Stadium way better than I like than at the MetLife. APK says, is Ronaldo clear of Messi if Portugal win the World Cup? If he does win the World Cup, yeah, it's a good question. I think so. I think the legacy is probably greater if he wins the World Cup. Look, don't get me wrong. I have respect for both of them. Like, I have respect for both Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo without a doubt. You know what I mean? But the thing that I think Ronaldo is different from Messi is that Messi is his talent for me. Yes, of course he worked hard for sure. Don't get me wrong, but I think Messi. I think for Messi it was more like a God-given natural talent. Like he was born with it. And for Ronaldo, it was more like he had to build it. He had to build his FYP brick by brick. You know what I'm saying? And Ronaldo played in many, many different leagues and won in many different leagues. You know what I'm saying? I think that has to be acknowledged. Case later says Ronnie won't be leading Portugal though. Messi will still be driving Argentina. Maybe. Is that because maybe there's just a lack in quality for the Argentinian side right now? Who knows? J-Rod with a super chat. Thank you so much, J-Rod. Appreciate you, my man. He says, what underdog team do you think will surprise us in the World Cup? Appreciate you for the super chat. Underdog? Underdog. Sorry, I completely forgot, by the way. Maybe I should go back to this one. Boom. Underdog. The 110% bias side of me says South Korea is going to do very, very good. But I also do think sides like the US as well as Japan, I think more so Japan. Like I think for some reason Japan's going to do well. Faisal says Morocco, Senegal, or Japan defo. Well, I think Morocco can definitely be in that conversation. Senegal for sure. Morocco definitely one of the stronger underdogs, if you will, if you would even classify them as an underdog. Mace Windex says, John, did you see JJ Gabriel? I did not see JJ Gabriel. What happened? What happened to JJ Gabriel? Ooh, APK Colombia is a shout. Colombia is a shout. J Ross is, I think, USA. Yo, guys, if South Korea makes it out and we get to the round of 32 and I get to watch South Korea in the knockout stages of the World Cup, oh my god, I'm gonna cry every single day. Like, I'm gonna cry so damn much. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna try so hard not to cry because I know y'all hate it when you see me cry, but damn. That's gonna be crazy. Joe Chip says, I went to see Oxford U18s versus Manchester United's U18s at the Kassam. What is Kassam? Shiri Joshi says Netherlands can give a good fight. They definitely can. They have the quality to do so. Case later in the chat says, what role does Sonny have in this squad? He's definitely going to be more of a what I don't want to call him, I don't want to say a poaching 9, but he definitely has the ability. He's definitely going to be more, he's going to be the Ronaldo of South Korea's team, you know? Mace Windex says, John, you cry all the time. It's fine. APK says, can we talk about Tottenham very possibly being relegated? Yo, that's crazy, isn't it? That's absolutely crazy. I wonder what Tottenham's games look like. Let's take a look. So Tottenham's next fixtures, they have Fulham and then Palace. Okay. Doable, but tricky. Liverpool, Forest, Sunderland. Oh, okay, so they still need to beat team. They still need to go after teams that are also fighting for relegation. And then you got Villa, Leeds, Chelsea, and Everton. I don't think, if you ask me, I don't think Tottenham are getting relegated. I think they still have what it takes to, you know, get it over the line. But I don't think they're getting relegated. No. Although it would be crazy if we saw Spurs get relegated. That would be absolute mayhem. Look, and if there's one thing we learned, like, there's nobody has any God-given right to be anywhere. I never thought in my lifetime I would see Manchester United be reduced to finishing 15th in the Premier League, but it happens. You know what I mean? Hey, we got Joel in the house. What up, big man? The OG, that is Joe Bale. He says, you coming to the Arsenal parade with me when we win the league, my boy? Yeah, I've been chatting a lot. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've been chatting a lot to Joel. I've been hitting Joel a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I did say, if he does win, if Arsenal do win the league, which I still think they will, by the way. I did mention I might go to the parade just so I can just kind of see Joel while out. You know what I'm saying? Joel's gonna be sunglasses, drinks. He's gonna be vibing, and I'm gonna be sitting there just sulking. But it might be fun. Who knows? But let's be real. Arsenal, they can't bottle it again. They got to do it. You know what I mean? And although I do think Arsenal will be, I still do think Arsenal will win the league, and I still do believe that Tottenham will not be relegated. You know what I mean? Case later says Arsenal are fading hard. Mace Windex says Joel is cool. Joel is very cool, man. Joel is an OG. I got time for people like Joel always. Always. Amit Sangera says Macclesfield have beaten more Premier League teams than Tottenham. Oh my goodness. My man pulled the stat out of nowhere. Mace Windex says, John, you said United will win. Don't go back on your word facts. You know what? Let's pull it back. Manchester United winning the league. I said it. 21 is coming. We could. You know what's crazy? Mace Windex, let me say something real quick. I was ready to say that Manchester United will challenge for the title if we beat West Ham. If we did beat West Ham, I think we could have stayed in that fight. Neil Uke in the chat says Arsenal's gonna bottle it. Oy. Oy. Josh GP says, did you see that Korean striker from Besiktas, that goals he scored? Yeah, yo, Oh Young-gyu is popping off, isn't he? Torment says, don't jinx us, bro. Who's us? Are you a United fan or an Arsenal fan? Joe Chip says, the teams that are going down is going to be Wolves, Burnley, and Forest. Okay. Yeah, I think so too. I think I agree. If Arsenal bought a league, does Arteta get sacked? Without a shadow of a doubt.
You're rubbish. Shut up. Go bed.
Without a shadow of a doubt. If Arsenal do not win the league again for whatever reason, if they do not, I'm going to be honest with you. Arsenal fans better send Mikel Arteta straight into the Infinity Castle. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how many seasons is that? 4 seasons? How many chances did he get? How long he's been there? This is the team to do it. Like, in a season where everybody else is so blah, if he still doesn't win it, when literally the league, the footballing gods are giving it to him on a silver platter, and he still doesn't win it, his ass going straight into the Infinity Castle. Do you know what I'm saying? He fights the demons. We're not sending no demon slayers for him. No, the demon slayer core ain't gonna go for him. He fights the demons. J. Ross says second place for Manchester United. It's possible for sure. For sure. I really did feel like if we beat West Ham, I genuinely did feel like we could definitely challenge for top first or second place position, you know. But that West Ham game actually showed us everything we needed to see. It was one of those games where it made us realize that like we still have ways to go, you know. We're still nowhere near quote unquote completed in terms of the side that we want to be. By the way, Shirish Joshi, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you. As well as Kalukito, thank you for subscribing. Thank y'all. Joe Chip says, I think Philippines will qualify for the World Cup before Arteta wins the Prem. Why are we dragging Philippines? Shouts out to the Philippines, man. Shouts out to my Philippine family. Shouts out to my Filipinos out there. I will tell you right now, if the Philippines make it to the World Cup, New York will be the vibe. Like New York is going to be the place to be if Philippines wins the World Cup. Gets to the World Cup. My Filipinos know how to vibe out here in New York. Amit says, I think Carrick could be the man long term if the board backs him. It is worth a conversation. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Like Michael Carrick, if he does finish in the top 4, which I do think he can, his name should definitely be in contention for the job, 100%. Like he should be taken as a serious candidate. You know what I'm saying? I think it's unfair to paint what happened with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as the barometer and sort of the fate of former Manchester United players becoming managers of the club. Like I think it's unfair to categorize them both as the same, you know, future. I think it's unfair. I think Michael Carrick carries himself differently to that, and his coaching and his man management is very different to that of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So I would definitely give Michael Carrick a serious contention if he does get this side into the top 4, without a doubt. Shirish says, how long do you think Sonny has in him before he retires? I would say probably about like 3-4 years. I think I actually genuinely do believe that he's going to probably retire in the K-League. Like I think he's going to go back to Korea and he's going to retire in the K-League. Faisal says, are you Carrick in if we get top 4 and maybe give him a year or 2 to see his potential? Or we go for big coaches like waiting for Tuchel or Luis Enrique? If Carrick gets us anywhere in the top 4, like even top 3, like I would definitely put his name in serious contention without a doubt. Do you know what I mean? He deserves to. Why not? Because he took this team Uh, but that's the weird thing, though. Like, I genuinely, here's what I do think. Like, I think Ruben Amorim, I think he could have saved his job if he didn't while out. Like, he was this close to saving that job. He just needed to literally wait one more game and wait for the likes of Mbumo and Amad Diallo to come back. But it was getting to a point of inevitability, you know. So we were fifth, right, or sixth or something before you got sacked. So in terms of what Michael Carrick's doing, I think more so than anything, I think mentally he's been stable. He's been steadying the ship and stabilizing things, which I really like. He's got this like calmness about him. Hey, is that Hamza? Yo, what's going on? We got my favorite halal truck in New York. Is Edith Astoria. Shouts out to Edith Astoria. If you guys are here in New York, go check him out. Edith Astoria says, for next season, who could be the next number 7 for Man United? If you think that Mason Mount is leaving, I actually do think that is a conversation that United fans are kind of like readying themselves to have, which I'm not really all that too fond of. But if we're talking about like an actual number 7, like a winger or like somebody that's an attacking player that's gonna really lead the line and go forward, I don't know. No, we definitely don't have that in the squad right now. You know what I mean? It's Mace says, yo, it's Good Vibe John. What's up? What's up? Thank you for joining. Appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much for joining. Abdullahi says, we should make a statement midfielder signing this summer if we secure top 4. 100%. That's to me, that's a non-negotiable. Do you know what I mean? Abdullahi, that is a non-negotiable. Manchester United need to sign a midfielder. Personally, I think we need to sign 2 midfielders. You know, I genuinely do believe that we need to sign 2 midfielders. Like I think we need an Elliot Anderson and a Carlos Baleba or an Adam Wharton or something. You know what I mean? I genuinely do believe that we need more midfield options. 100%. 100%. With Casemiro leaving, like that hole is going to be a huge hole to fill. Get rid of Ugarte. I do think Ugarte, I think he probably will be leaving this summer. I do think so. Sandra Tonali says, Amit, would y'all take Tonali at United? I would much rather have Guimaraes. But would y'all take Tonali at United? I don't know if I would. Tonali is world class. Wow. You guys think Tonali is a world class midfielder? I don't know if I would say he's world class. Faisal says, need top 4 for a good midfielder, and we also need to prepare for the Bruno replacement. Well, we do have, if we're talking about replacements for Bruno, I like I said many years ago, I honestly thought it was supposed to be Mason Mount, right? And I think that's why we gave him the number 7 almost. But with Mbumo, with Cunha, maybe that is the Bruno replacement. I don't even want to think about replacing Bruno. It should like breaks my heart even thinking about it. It's Mace says, we've been missing a good taunter in the team. Let's send our love to Mateus Cunha. Facts. You don't rate Tonali? No, don't get me wrong. I do rate Tonali, but I don't know if I consider him world class. Joe Chip says JJ Gabriel is getting that number 7 shirt. I don't think J Ross says, "I'll take you, John, any day." Yo, if I sign for Manchester United, that's when you know Manchester United is having a problem. The day I sign for Manchester United, oh my days. Hey, what's going on, Vispo? Long time no chat, broski. Hope you've been well. Vispo says, if they even start talks with you, you know it's over. Guys, I think we've been going live for about an hour and a half now. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. You guys know how much I love just chopping it up with you guys. Appreciate every single one of you guys getting involved in the conversations and asking questions, and it's been a lot of fun. We're gonna do a lot more of these. Don't worry. We're gonna do a lot more of these live streams, and they're gonna have a little bit more structure. We're gonna do the drafts, so you guys can obviously have a chance to. You guys can obviously also have a chance to watch and play the app. Abdullah says you barely go live. We're gonna start going live again a lot more often, Abdullah. Don't worry. So if you guys are brand new to the channel, if you guys have been sticking around for a long time, thank you guys for all your love and support as always. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. Faisal says, I hope you get big soon, man. I don't even need to get big. You guys are here. You guys are having fun. That's all that matters. Appreciate every single one of you guys, for real. Yeah. Subscribe, hit that channel, hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you guys always are up to date on whenever the new stuff is dropping. All that good stuff coming for y'all real soon. You guys saw it. You know, I'm building this app. You know what I mean? Like I'm doing things, you know? But yes, like Vish says, like the stream, hit them comments, do all that stuff. Apparently there's a thing called hype button now on YouTube. So go hit that hype button. Yeah. But hit the notification so you guys are always up to date on when you know when I'm going live, okay? Yeah? But that's it for me for today, guys. Be happy, be healthy, take care of all your loved ones. And until next time, I will see y'all's latest. Peace!